Before we start, I'd like to say, thanks for 666 subscribers. You're the best around, and none's gonna hurt you, keep you down. I just came back from watching the movie As Above, So Below, so I decided to talk about it. Yeah, that's why it took so long for a video to come out today, because I wanted to talk about As Above, So Below, but to do that I had to actually go see the movie, and I just got back from seeing it, as I just told you. I'm going to give you my thoughts, what I liked about it, what I don't like about it, and this may contain spoilers, so if you haven't seen the movie and you don't want to be spoiled, just be careful. I did put spoilers ahead, so if you don't want to see any spoilers, or you're about to go see it, get out of this video! Just get out! It's for your own good! Anyway, let's get started with Gothic Slenderman's As Above, So Below review. The movie is about Scarlet Mallow, as she goes ahead and hunts down something called the Philosopher's Stone. The Philosopher's Stone will give you eternal life. However, to do this, she must go into the catacombs. But as soon as they get into the catacombs, everything goes to shit and they have to find a way out. Sounds easy, right? Well, as soon as they get away and everything goes to shit, and you don't even know what the fuck's going on. It's like there's a random kid, there are hands coming out of blood. What does this have to do with the story? I'm so goddamn confused. There's a random piano, a telephone. What the fuck? And they came out of this movie all like,
I'm questioning reality right now.
this movie is more what the fuck than it is scary. Like, what the fuck is going on? Please explain yourself. When I saw the trailers, I thought it was going to be like, oh, each character is going to have to go through, like, past memories of the worst moment of their life again. But really, it's not that. It's just there for either a story to unfold, which rarely it does, or it's just there. Like, the one guy, there's a burning car, and there's someone in there, and he says, it's not my fault. Like, what? Well, what wasn't your fault? What the fuck happened? And then he flies inside the car and dies. It's like, no one explained to me what that had to do with the story, or what he meant by, it wasn't my fault. It's just like, what the fuck? You need to explain this shit to me. This could be like either one of two things. One is that they're going for fear of the unknown, where, it's just like random shit's going on, they don't really give you an explanation, and that's what's most frightful about it. That's what keeps you on your toes, the fear of the unknown. Secondly, they want you to theorize what he meant by that. Like, there are many times in the movie where, like, you don't know what the fuck's going on, but maybe they just want you to, put the pieces together yourself. I don't feel like that's a good idea, though, because I think, with that kind of stuff, something that doesn't really affect the story, you might need to give, like, a full explanation to. Like, the story itself, yeah, you might be able to do that if you do it right, but stuff like that, you might need to give more of an explanation. I will say there are some epic scenes with stone monsters being punched in the face. Yeah. But once again, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? The catacombs are just hell. Well, you might not be too far off with that. I'll say this right now. There's something in the beginning of the film that really got me thinking. They keep bringing up alchemy and the Philosopher's Stone, and I started thinking of Full Metal Alchemist right off the bat. But then, after a little bit, I was starting to think, you know, maybe I shouldn't compare this to a show that literally has nothing to do with the movie, and I should just watch it as its own thing. But, you know, for some reason, every time they say something about Alchemist, I just think of Ed Elric, or Alphonse. I don't want to compare two shows that are so different between one another, because that'd be kind of unfair, but if I had to compare the two, in both, characters suffered, so As Above, So Below and Full Metal Alchemist. The difference is there's actually an explanation as to why they're suffering in Full Metal Alchemist. As to As Above, So Below, it just kind of happens, and they don't really give an explanation. And if there's one thing I'd like to complain about, it's the main character, Scarlet Mallow. She's not an idiot. She's really smart. She knows her way around, and there are reasons that she gets into the catacombs. It's like, she's really smart, but she's kind of an idiot at the same time. She's smart brain-wise, but she's an idiot with common sense. And at first, it felt like she didn't really care what happened to other people, or what their input in the subject. It's like, she had to do this no matter what. Like, one character that really didn't want to go into the catacombs was forced into it because of her. And they just go with it. And she does random shit, people follow her. And people die because of it. It's like, it doesn't matter how many people she has to bring, she'll do it. Even if it means, like, having a goddamn massacre. It's like, I'm not saying she's selfish. Let me just say something. If someone doesn't want to go into a catacombs, that doesn't mean you should force them into it. Now, with all that said and done, you're probably thinking, oh, he just thinks the movie's horrible. No, I do not think the movie's horrible. In fact, I think it's really good. I just think it could have been set up a lot better. The story was fine. Everything else was fine. I think the main lead and how the story was set up could have been a lot better. It's not the best horror film to come out, but I think it's a pretty good one. And maybe, if you are able to enjoy it, I think maybe you should go see it too. I just think it's not for everyone, though. There are some things that might make people not want to see it or enjoy it. I can't really say exactly what, but you'll find it when you watch the movie. As Above, So Below is good. It's just not perfect. There are some little things they could have done a lot better, and I feel as if that they had the option to make it better, but they just chose not to. It's a good horror film, it's just not the best. You want to say the best horror film? I can't tell you. I don't think that's been made yet. I think a lot of horror films are good, but I don't think the best horror film's never been made yet. Then again, that could be all on personal preference. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, maybe favorite, comment your thoughts of the movie if you've seen it, and subscribe if you want to see some more. I make videos every day. And remember, we all see fish in the ceiling at least once in our lives. What do I point up with the subscribe thing? The subscribe button is down there. Well, one point it was up there, and at one point it was over there. Now, I've been on YouTube for over 6 years. I've seen a lot of things happen. Some things I just can't unsee.
Don't you think others deserve to know the true meaning of fear? Well, now that you're here, I can make you my pawn of nightmares.